Welcome everybody to another episode of the Mo or Less podcast, where we get inside your mind to change the way you think, to change the world around you. Today we're going to talk about something special, something near and dear to my heart is the mindset around the holidays. So today I titled this episode. Let me go back to it. Sorry. Um, where we go? Give me just a moment, y'all. So my goal for you this holiday season is don't recklessly spend your money, but put your money where you want it to go so it can grow. So I know, with the holidays right around the corner, it may be asking you a lot to do, but I admonish you, I encourage you that if you take a quick moment to listen to what I'm going to share with you here in this podcast, you may rethink how you approach the holidays. So this holiday season, don't get stressed out about buying everything for Black Friday or Cyber Monday or breaking the bank for the holiday, taking out a loan, doing all this extra stuff that you don't need to do to feel like you're loved, to feel like you've made an impact. I guarantee you, if you make it through the holiday season without buying one gift, your family will be okay, your kids will be okay, and maybe your future might even be better from the money you saved. Or how do you want even better? Know your limit. Find your limit. Give yourself a budget and be willing to live within that budget this time around. Okay? Because oftentimes what we do is we save, build, but then we don't work on our credit. We don't take advantage of these opportunities to shift our minds. And then we blow all of our money for the holidays. And next thing you know, we're struggling again to start the year off with. Then we wait for that big refund check in February or March and do the same cycle over again. Crawl out of debt, try to get back on track. And we're still in the same cycle. So we're going to break that today. Okay, guys? Starting with Proverbs 21:20, it says, "There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up." So the wise stores up, but the foolish spends. The wise stores up, but the foolish spends. Now, if you have extra, if you've been budgeting, this is not for you. This is for the person that knows that they're struggling. This is for the person that knows that they need to pay down some debts and take care of some bills this holiday. This is the person that is living check to check. This is the person that is trying to make better decisions, but just refuses to discipline themselves to do so. This is for you. Now, if you've been saving, you got the extra order, do what you want for Christmas. I took advantage of buying gifts throughout the year. I've been sharing that, and that has blessed me. Buying gifts throughout the year and being able to tap into resources that allow me to bless my kids, right? Being positioning myself so I can bless my kids when the time came. That way, if things get tough on the job or, your Christmas bonus was cut or whatever it may be, you were prepared because you took advantage and you disciplined yourself throughout the year. And so that was something that I've been trying to do for years now. Finally did it this year, and I'm blessed because I did it. Now, if you did not do that, that's okay, because you still have time right now to make a decision that's going to bless you and transform your life. Proverbs 22:7 says, "The borrower is servant to the lender. For the holiday debt it creates bonds. If the devil can't tempt you with sin, he will trap you with spending." Okay? If the devil can't tempt you, let me go ahead and charge this because there we go. If the devil can't tempt you with sin, he's gonna put you in bondage with struggle, with burden, with things that are outside of your control. So if you can, discipline yourself to manage your finances, that's another area that you can be free in, that the devil will not hold you to. Because you can be the biggest, greatest saint ever, but if you're not giving, sowing, and blessing others, and the enemy has a hold on your finances, that's going to be stress, that's going to be struggle, and that's going to open up doors, or even close doors that you don't want closed, and open up doors that you don't want open, all because you're not doing what you need to do to manage your finances. I like that quote. It says, "He'll trap you with your spending if he can't trap you in your sin." That is powerful. Luke 14:28 says, "For which of you sitteth not down first and counteth not the cost?" And I kind of paraphrase that scripture here in my notes here, but it says, before you swipe your card, calculate the cost. Before you buy, budget. Before you buy, budget. Before you give, ask if it aligns with God's purpose. Ask if it aligns with God's will for your life. There are some people that will give their last dime where God said, I wanted you to hold on to that. But sometimes God, like the lady in the Bible that rubbed her two pennies together and that was all she had, and Jesus blessed her because of it. Your heart has to be postured and positioned in the right place to give. You don't want to just give if your heart is not prepared to give. It's a true principle, but he gives according to what's in your heart. You can give thousands of dollars, but if you're grudging towards it and you're just doing it out of obligation, God's not going to bless that. He's going to bless that cheerful giver. He's going to bless that person that is giving out of the abundance of their heart. Okay. Replace spending with sowing. Replace spending with sowing. And I got this shout out to Myron Golden. Myron Golden, he's a great teacher of the gospel about finances, about business, about growth. And I learned a lot from him. And so one of the principles that I got from him and my mindset around my money was everything is a seed. Give every dollar in your bank account an assignment. So when I pay my bills, I'm thanking God and sowing a seed into my electricity, into my phone bill, into my water. Those are all seeds that are planted so God can bless me. I have running water for my house. I have internet to do my job, to be blessed with this job. Everything is a thanksgiving. I'm giving thanks financially to every bill to sustain every one of my needs. And that has blessed me to look at my paying of my bills differently. I always have. God always provides, and he always allows me to take care of the things that's going to help sustain me so I can focus on doing what God has called me to do. So from now on, I want you to change your mindset around paying your bills. Don't stress around paying your bills, but bless your bills. Bless your bills. Sow the seed. Thank God for this seed that's going to take care of this situation in my life. Look at that as your framework, as your mindset when it comes to giving. Everything is a seed that's going to grow. Everything is a seed that's going to grow. Everything is a seed that's going to grow. So when you're paying down debt, when start with small investments. Start with paying off a little bit at a time. We talk about the debt snowball in the Homebuyer Academy. If you're over there, if you ever witnessed that, and I'm going to do a quick cut right here that we are launching our webinar, and you guys can check that out in the comments below. If you're watching this video or listening to the podcast, I just launched a free webinar called Credit to Keys, Your Pathway to Home Ownership. This is talking about our Home Buyer Accelerator, the system that is going to teach you everything you need to know about the home buying process. It's going to teach you about credit, about budgeting, about positioning yourself to be in the best position possible to not be in this struggle season, right? And it's not just for people who want to buy homes. It's for individuals that want to manage their money better. Invest in yourself. Invest in group coaching, personalized coaching to turn your financial situation around. And that's why another example of sowing a seed. If you want to change your financial circumstances, invest in that coach. Invest in that money management tool. Invest in that thing that resource is going to change your life, your mindset around your money. Okay. And that's something that I want you guys to take advantage of and consider this holiday season. Another thing is replace buying gifts with building legacy. So here are some things that you can buy. Books, start savings account, do experiences, go out to light shows and Christmas shows and things like that. That's going to make an impact on your family. Teach things, spend time with family, build quality time around the holidays, make memories. It's not always about the gifts. So even though I'm encouraging you guys to sow a seed and bless your finances by investing in a course or a resource that's going to change your life, use also that time available to you to make memories, cook together, create. My kids and I made these s'more bowls the other day, right? And it was so good. We did this marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers, put it in, had it baked, and then it was like this. It was delicious. But I did that with my kids. It was fun. It was memorable. We wore our Santa hats and had a good time and everything. Do things like that that's going to impact your family. Don't feel like you're obligated to do these things just because all the commercialized rhetoric and media is out here forcing you to buy things and luring you into spending your last dollar to think that it's going to make your kids happier. It's not. Your kids want you. Your kids want quality time with you. I assure you, if you explain things to them, they're going to be blessed from it. Get rid of that feeling of missing out. That feeling of missing out is going to have you bankrupt or broke or struggling year to year. It's okay to miss 1 year of Christmas, of Thanksgiving financially, to put yourself in the best position possible to succeed financially the next year. So that feeling of missing you out is keeping a lot of people in that bondage, that financial struggle. But if you discipline yourself, and you can change the trajectory of your finances and your life. So what would my holidays look like if I chose stewardship over spending? That is my question I have for you guys as we wrap up this special episode. What would your life look like if you chose stewardship, giving, blessing, teaching over spending, spending, spending? What could you do? What bills could you pay? What would that look like for your kids? What would change for you? How would your money look at the beginning of the year? Would you feel more peace? Make a list and check it twice and see if spending money is going to be naughty or nice. That's my goal. That's what I encourage you to do here today. And again, as we wrap this up, this episode is sponsored by All Got Everything, as well as Homebuyer Academy. Sow that seed into your family's financial future. Go visit homebuyeracademy.org and see what that is all about. Go drop and click the link in the bio, because my kids and I were doing a campaign as well. We're doing a campaign where we're giving back based on everything all the increase that we're getting over the next couple of months. We're sowing into ministries, we're sowing to other organizations, giving back to churches, our church, in ways that are going to bless other families this holiday season. Take time to rethink your finances. Your future is going to be grateful for you because you made a decision right now that's going to better your life. So I thank you guys for listening in to the More or Less podcast. We're always here to bless. May you have a happy Thanksgiving, happy holiday, and a Merry Christmas. Thank you guys.